One drop, one banjo, and just like that, a new era was born. Avicii shocked EDM fans by bringing banjos to the main stage back in 2013. Some hated it, but millions loved it. A few years later, Diplo pulled up to Stagecoach, threw a rave in a HonkyTonk, and dropped a remix of Old Town Road live with Billy Ray Cyrus and Lil Nas X. Country got bass lines, lasers, and festival kids in cowboy boots. It wasn't just for tailgates anymore. This is the unexpected, genre-bending, slightly yeehaw story of how EDM helped reinvent country music and created an entire new sound in the process. Before country and EDM were flirting on festival stages, it started with a sound no one saw coming. In March 2013, Avicii walked onto the Ultra Music Festival stage and dropped a track that caught everyone off guard. The crowd didn't know what to think, but Avicii didn't care. That song was Wake Me Up, and it would go on to hit over 1 billion streams and chart in more than 20 countries. Then came Hey Brother, Broken Arrows, and a pattern was forming. Country vocals, folk energy, dance floor production. Fast forward to 2019, Marshmello drops One Thing Right with Kane Brown. EDM meets Nashville. That track hits 1.3 billion streams and smashes the Billboard country chart. In 2020, Kygo linked up with Zac Brown for Someday, pushing that laid-back country meets coastal house vibe into the mainstream. Spotify's genre playlist started blending country and dance. YouTube thumbnails shifted from lasers to line dancing. TikTok flooded with country drops and dance edits. And now, it's not just EDM producers riding this wave. Even pop stars like Beyoncé and Post Malone started releasing country albums. Cowboy Carter and F1 Trillion. They're not EDM, but their pivot proves just how far this trend has reached. What started as sonic experimentation, now it's a trend backed by numbers, fans, and full album campaigns. A genre merger that fans didn't ask for, but ended up loving. Now here's where things really take off. In 2020, Diplo doubled down. He launched his first country album, Chapter 1, Snake Oil, under his alter ego Thomas Wesley, blending trap, twang, and pop country vocals. Heartless with Morgan Wallen went 5 times platinum, while tracks with Thomas Rhett and Julia Michaels quickly found their way onto both country and EDM playlists. Then he did it again, with the second country album, Chapter 2, Swamp Savant in 2023. This wasn't a phase. It was a strategic rebrand, and it worked. Diplo started showing up to country festivals, DJing in cowboy hats, and turning after parties into headline moments. Meanwhile, that year, Cheat Codes dropped One Night in Nashville, a full-on country album featuring Dolly Parton, Little Big Town, and more. It was unexpected, but it worked again. Their fan base grew, their streaming presence spiked, and country radio gave them an actual seat at the table. In March 2025 this year, Calvin Harris, one of the most recognizable names in EDM, released a slow, twangy, acoustic ballad called Smoke the Pain Away. No drop, no synths, just vocals, acoustic guitar, and Calvin himself in full cowboy mode. But here's the twist. He didn't just perform it. He wrote it, produced it, and sang it. Main artist, composer, lyricist, producer. It was just straight up country from the ground up. He'd been teasing the shift on socials for months, strumming guitars on the countryside, trading CDJs for chords. And when the track dropped, it racked up millions of streams within days, landing on both hot country and EDM playlists around the world. This was Calvin Harris, the same Scottish DJ who helped define the sound of Vegas, Ibiza, and every summer festival for the last decade. And now, he's writing Nashville ballads solo. That says something, not just about him, but about where music and the culture around it is headed next. None of these were gimmicks. These sonic experiments reshaped artists' career. It shifted playlist culture, and it completely changed what audiences expected for both EDM and country music. None of this was about artists leaving their genre behind. It was just about expanding it. And what started in the studio is now showing up in lineups, dance floors, and entire fan communities. And that shift? It wasn't just online. it took over the biggest country stage in America. Speaking of artists shaping the future, Hollowdeck is all about spotlighting the next wave of bass music. From headlining shows in Los Angeles and New York to up-and-coming producers dropping tracks that are already turning heads. Whether it's a high-energy set or a fresh new release, this crew is building something special. We've got tracks hitting all corners of bass music. Dubstep, melodic bass, rhythm, trap, you name it. And if you're looking to discover your next favorite artist, our Spotify playlist is the perfect place to start. Give it a listen, and trust me, you'll want to be able to say, I heard them first. So how did all of this go from streaming success to a full-blown cultural movement? One word: Stagecoach. We talked about how Diplo pulled up to Stagecoach in 2019 and closed out the festival. Well, that moment went viral in 2.2 seconds. Line dancing meant lasers, and the internet couldn't get enough. At first, it was just a bonus after-party. But Golden Voice saw the potential, and by 2020, Stagecoach launched Late Night in Palomino, an official Diplo-hosted after-hours rave inside the country festival. Then in 2023, it leveled up again, but this time, it's fully branded as Diplo's HonkyTonk, with his name stamped on the lineup poster and his curation of this new country rave experience. And every year since, it's only gotten bigger. What started as a DJ popping up at a country fest has become a Stagecoach institution. By 2024, fans are saying it was the best part of the festival. And now in 2025, they're expanding it across multiple stages, pouring over outside the tent too. This year's lineup includes Side P, Sophie Tucker, DJ Pee-wee, and surprise back-to-back sets that fuse house, trap, and country energy. The vibe? Festival kids and fringe shuffling to twangy bass lines. Line dancing meets shuffling, and then TikTok dances hit millions of views before the weekend's even over. The fan experience has shifted. The music's evolved. And for 3 nights in the desert, the line between rave and rodeo disappears completely. EDM and country are no longer separate fan bases. They're the same crowd. We're noting that this crossover isn't a phase. It's a full cultural shift, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. So if country music now shows up with bass drops, LED booths, and dance floors that look more like raves, we're not saying country's gone, we're saying a new movement is being born. Because alongside the traditional sound, a new wave of fans is building something different. Genre blending, fashion forward, and dance floor ready. And if you want to see how that's playing out at festivals, from TikTok dance floors to the wildest fits at Stagecoach, call it YEE-DM, call it cowstep, whatever it is, it's not slowing down. And if you want more stories like this, hit subscribe. Dance music is one of the fastest growing genres in the world. And with Hollowdeck, we're taking you through it all.